So in the mid 1800s, there was this English humorist named Jerome K. Jerome who wrote a story called Three Men in a Boat. And it's about these three friends and their dog who decide they're going to vacation together and do so by sailing the Thames River. Um, they prepare for the trip. They bring everything that they think they're going to need: food, clothes, entertainment. Maybe they had some board games. I don't know. Nonetheless, they quickly find out that all the things that they brought with them, there's no way they're going to be able to bring everything with them and be comfortable on the boat. It's just not going to happen. Anyway, I usually tell that story in the context of helping project managers and design producers create user requirements, create experience canvases, write user stories. In the context of going into an assisted living facility, it is also very relevant because you are picking up a life, okay? A life of memories, a life of hard work, a life of gathering things, and you're taking it into a controlled place where you're going to try to replicate what it feels like for your loved one to be at home. That's your task. There is a huge emotional tie to just about everything that you think you need to bring. But unfortunately, something's going to have to get left behind, something's going to have to get given away, and some things may even have to get thrown away. And so the moral of the story is not only must you think about the things that you want to bring, the things you must do with, but also the things that you must do without. And that's the way it is when you are moving, into an assisted living facility. All right, so to this end, I have created a checklist of personal items, financial items, health related items, home goods, everything miscellaneous that would encompass a lifetime being consolidated and moved into not necessarily a controlled environment, but somewhat a controlled environment with a limited amount of independence. Okay. You are, as I said, trying to help them replicate their home space. And that's not going to be easy. You want to do everything that you can to get as close as you can so that they feel comfortable, so that they feel safe. And safety, I think for seniors, at least, my experience, is familiarity, right? So, as I said, there's going to be some things that are going to have to be thrown away. And I would advise you not to lie about it. It's going to be hard. But if there's something you got to throw away, make sure that you do everything you can to give it away. But don't lie about throwing something away because, in a sense, they begin to personalize and internalize that you threw this item away, you lied about it, you would do the same to me. Okay. So take great care. It's an emotional time. It's going to be an emotional time for you. It's going to be an emotional time for me. I know this. I've already started this conversation with my mom. And I can tell you right now, the first 2 minutes of it was not easy. Maybe this will anchor, your thought process. But think about when you were going to college, right? Or maybe your kid's going to college, or you had a brother or a relative, go to college, and they're starting off after high school. The arc of their life is going in this direction, and they are going to build out their dorm room or their apartment room, and it's going to reflect who they are as a person and the person that they want to be, right? Now, flip that around and think about it in the context of moving into an assisted living facility, a permanent situation, whereas you are actually looking at your arc, going in the other direction, because it is going to be most likely a place where they will live their final days. And it is nothing to take for granted. So, hope you find this list helpful. I would invite you to share your input because input, feedback is a gift. I've told you that in my work life, not so much balance videos. Feedback is a gift. And, well, I would just wish you well. Thanks for watching this, and thanks in advance for your input. Keep lifting as you climb.